friend that reminisce over you, for real.
For real, baby. Like that.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, it's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise to the occasion. These are the measuring stick games that push you to take your game to the next level. And here we go, in a league of teams that love to work the perimeter. Tonight we feature two teams that get it done in the post. This is a game, Shaq, and I know you love to watch.
Yeah, you got to try to physically dominate your opponent. You got to push him out the way. Oof. You got to elbow him. You got to move him out the way.
There's only so much one man can take.
That's right, Ernie. But also, your team can also hit some threes that create room to operate.
Yeah, I hear
Hey, but Shaq, you got to be highly skilled. You can't just win with power. Now, the best post players have great hands and coordination. You cannot win with just power.
Oh, I got it.
What are you counting?
He's counting rings.
He just didn't win with power.
He's counting rings.
Okay.
How many did you come up with?
4.
Yeah, me too. That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off. We send it out to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Thabo Sefolosha. And it's our first glimpse of him, looking good in his new Nuggets jersey.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Now let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. See if they got the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And tonight, something we always like to see, two fierce conference rivals going at it. Doris, what's the difference in emotion in a rivalry game such as this?
Well, what you like about something like tonight's game is there's a little bit of distaste, right? When these two teams meet, something important's on the line, and you can feel the intensity.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Jonas Jerebko out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Rubio in at the point, and he gets the bucket.
Well, you love how efficient Rudy Gobert is on the block. Remarkable at how he creates opportunities for himself near the rim.
Millsap a screen. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good work there as it goes.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now, here's Rubio. The drive by Gobert. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Harris. Down low. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, you think about how the Utah Jazz become one of the top defenses in the league. They don't gamble for steals or deflections. It's all about staying solid and controlling the paint.
Ingles dishes to Gobert. Here's Murray. Harris passes to Millsap. Here's Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. And it's 7 points for Jokic.
And making plays for others, one of the many ways Millsap can beat you.
And the Jazz giving up nothing easy inside.
Well, just tremendous length on the interior. It's like they can block shots without ever fouling, and they are able to control the defensive backboards.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. That sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. Utah shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
Guys, you talk about a player with Defensive Player of the Year capabilities. Look no further than Rudy Gobert. The 7'2" Frenchman has earned that nickname, the Stifle Tower.
Ingles with the ball. The dish to Rubio. Jerebko kicks to Ingles. They set the pick. To the middle. Layup off the pick. Jerebko, the pass to Rubio. Gobert, the screen. Back to Hood. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And at this point, is there any question, Doris, that Rudy Gobert is the league's premier rim protector?
I don't think so at all, Kev. You look at the metrics. On average, NBA players shoot over 50% around the rim. But when Gobert's around the rim, it's about 30%. That's far and away the biggest impact in the NBA.
Denver in the lead. Now, Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Harris kicks to Jokic, and he gets it to go. Jokic has got 9 points.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
There's a good screen. Rubio outside. Gobert, the screen. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Another miss by Utah.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Millsap inside, working on Jerebko. Offensive rebound, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them, they are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
Utah with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Hood gets the bucket.
How smart is Rodney Hood? So solid at getting into position off the screen.
The Nuggets leading by 3. And here is Murray. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento. Chandler dishes to Millsap. No good on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Here's Jerebko. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Hood. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
I think given his size, Rodney Hood can be very efficient on the interior. This guy feels at home in the paint.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Favors comes in for Urebko. Johnson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Burks in for Rodney Hood.
Hey, Jameer.
Barton outside. Second shot opportunity, and Fareed lays it in. Fareed's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, look at how hard he pursues the basketball. Gets out of his area. Terrific work on the offensive glass.
Burks the pass to Favors. Johnson the screen. Here's Burks. Plumlee with the rebound.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Dishes to Barton. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cephalosha. And Plumlee kicks to Fareed. And the rejection by Udo. Nelson against Rubio. Burks in the corner. Second chance shot. Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
Jameer Nelson is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. Then it's Thabo Cephalosha. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Both free throws good for Nelson. Doors, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, you think he can dish it out. I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today, and frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. For Denver, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Two shots.
That's good from Plumlee. Plumlee hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Favors with the screen. Burks dishes to Udo. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Fareed. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Denver.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Malik Beasley comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Moutier in for Nelson. On defense, Denver. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Favors with the screen. Hernangomez kicks to Rubio. Lock at 6. There's a good screen. And the basket by Johnson.
Well, watching Joe Johnson work off a screen is a thing of beauty.
The Nuggets leading by 5.
There are two things, guys, as you know, that age gracefully in the NBA, and that's size and shooting. No coincidence that Joe Johnson remains a very effective player, even as he enters his mid-30s.
Buries the jumper to finish the break. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Kevin, we know Joe Johnson is a dynamite scorer from the mid-range. You better stay attached to him in that area.
Fareed setting the pick for Beasley. He can't get that one, and it's Utah the other way. And in his 16th NBA season, Joe Johnson, Doris, experiencing life as a reserve for the first time.
And what a luxury, bringing a player of his caliber off the bench. This guy's so well-rounded. We know he's a great shooter, but he's willing to defend, to rebound, and he can make quality passes. So much to like about this guy's game.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in, and Utah with a change here, too. Rodney Hood's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Hood.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
At the elbow, Jokic. Lets it go from 11. That's good on the jump shot. Jokic has got 11 points.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Hood kicks to Hernangomez. Nice ball movement by Utah. To the inside, Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. In transition, here come the Jazz. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Denver in the lead. Now here's Moutier. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Fareed throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Hood. 7 points in the game. Favors with a screen on Beasley. Here's Burks. And it's sent back by Jokic. One-on-one here. Here's Barton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Joe Johnson picks one up. Doris, with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space, most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket, low-post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
For the Nuggets, Paul Millsap is checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Malik Beasley. And Murray's subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Utah also making some changes. Gobert's checked in for Favors. Urebko comes in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Joe Ingles in for Johnson. Both free throws good from Barton. And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Here's Hood. The pass to Ingles. Gobert, the screen. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Now, here's Millsap. He had 10 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Down low, here's Urebko. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jokic a screen. Here's Murray. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And the basket by Ingles.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Chandler, the pass to Millsap. Jokic a screen. And again, Denver no good. Utah trailing here. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Urebko dishes to Burks. The feed to Ingles. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Jokic. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Rudy Gobert is so good setting screens that it's allowing his teammates opportunities.
Here's Murray. It's tipped. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Denver shooting 43% from the field. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Gobert is out there with Yarebko, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. And it's Hood in the corner. Here's Gobert. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jokic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rudy Gobert not really a post-up threat, but he's become very effective in the pick and roll.
I think he's focused, Kevin, on setting better screens, and he's shown flashes. Pretty pass here, a dribble move there. I think you see the potential beyond just dunks and offensive rebounds for the Stifle Tower.
One shot, gentlemen.
As we know, you were born in New York, grew up in New Jersey, lots of basketball talent in those areas. Who were some local players who influenced you early on?
Well, 1983 is the year the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA championship, and that team was the epitome of cool, Kevin, right? You had the masterful doctor, the power of Moses Malone, but you know who I tried to emulate? Mo Cheeks.
No kidding.
Yeah, the steady, heady point guard who could make big shots and come up with a timely steal. I couldn't be the doctor. I couldn't fly like the doc, so Mo Cheeks was my guy.
Yarebko, good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Murray. Had a hand on it.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
Rubio with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Hood. On the wing, Ingles. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now here's Murray. Covered by Rubio. And Millsap slams it in.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Jazz leading by 3. Rubio outside. Passes it to Yarebko. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here we go. Rubio heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Rubio's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
Now this is the pace that Rubio loves, fast and furious.
Millsap a screen. Murray kicks to Jokic. Over Gobert. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Cephalosha comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Nelson is subbed in for Jamal Murray. Utah also making some changes. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Favors comes in for Yarebko. And it's Johnson in for Rodney Hood.
Well, we know this about Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. He has a wide range of coaching experience, right? He's coached at the college level, in the minors, over in Europe, and in today's game, I think that breadth of experience is invaluable.
Now, here is Nelson. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Jazz leading by 3. Rubio the pass to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Favors sets the pick for Ingles. 6 to shoot. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, you like the attention to detail from Derek Favors. Great at staying in place when setting these screens. Creates opportunities for his guys. Love it.
Millsap misses. And you talk about that experience at different levels, Doris, different leagues. How does that help a coach like Quinn Snyder?
Well, Kev, we see the NBA game constantly evolving. In a lot of ways, it's becoming more like European basketball with the floor spacing and ball movement. So that experience can help him think outside the box.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Joe Johnson showing off that sweet touch from deep. Wow, what a dangerous three-point threat.
Now Nelson. Millsap a screen. Nelson kicks to Plumlee. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's Rubio. Feeds it to Udo. Ingles kicks to Udo. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. The second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Now here's Millsap. 6 points for him. Count it.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
And Rubio kicks to Udo. He feeds it to Rubio. He dishes it to Johnson. Over Cephalosha. And that one hits back iron. The Nuggets trail by 6. Now, here is Nelson. To the inside. Plumlee. Millsap left side. And the rejection by Udo.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Millsap misses. Utah leading by 6. Ingles kicks to Favors. Johnson dishes to Rubio. Floats one, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Cephalosha's running. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
The Nuggets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Hood. It's off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Jazz lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Fareed down low with Jokic. And it's Chandler in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Nice shot by Gobert.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Here's Murray to the paint, and Fareed kicks to Jokic. But they get it back. Fareed outside. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
Jazz leading by 4. Hood, the pass to Jerebko. Back to Hood. Gobert, the screen. Hernangomez kicks to Hood. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets on offense. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. He kicks to Burks. The dish to Gobert. Outside Hood. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup.
Beautiful form on the floater. Rodney Hood continues to develop that offensive arsenal.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Jokic with the screen on Hood. Murray the pass to Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Hood kicks to Gobert. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Gobert pulls it in.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Burks with it. Outside Hood. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, an athletic monster. He fends off the defense with an amazing finish.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Murray. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Hernangomez. And Fareed sends it back. Harris outside. Fareed left side. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Burks in the corner. And Fareed comes to help. Jerebko kicks to Gobert. Burks for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Murray, good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Joe Ingles is checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Burks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio. Chandler kicks to Millsap. Now, here's Ingles. He's guarded closely. Dishes it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. The wide open look here for Ingles. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now here's Millsap over Urebko and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside Hood, on the wing, Ingles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert, the screen. Joe Ingles again from deep. And now a 12-point Utah lead.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Over Gobert. The Nuggets with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Utah.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
That way. And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 12. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nelson against Rubio. Fareed, a screen on Rubio. Nelson, the pass to Fareed, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rubio outside. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.